Hey, my name is Tommy, and that is what you can call me if you like. In today's video, I am going to show you, explain to you a really awesome method that will exponentialize the achievement of your goals, whatever they may be. So without further ado, we will start. My ideal is to help people become more whole and help them achieve their goals while following their passions. So definitely take action on this sweet exponentializing tactic for achieving your goals. It is really simple, and it's a morning routine that fits the most important things to do in the morning that has been found from research that top successful leaders, business owners, badass people living their life and enjoying it do. And it is made into a simple way. I've made it, not myself, but someone else has put it into a simple way to say so that you can remember it. And it is called the Life Savers. So it stands for 6 different things, SAVERS, and you can think of it if you like. The first one is silence. The second one is affirmations. The third one is visualization. The fourth one is exercise. The fifth one is reading. The sixth one is scribing, which is journaling and writing, right? And I have my own spin on it, which if you stay to the end, I will give you that whole thing or the main parts of it. And you should do this and come up with your own spin and turn it into your miracle morning routine. And I'm telling you, once you start doing this every single day, you're going to get more just energized to achieve what you want to achieve. Naturally, you will get more intuitive, additions in your mind during this thing, during any one of the moments. And just to explain them a little bit in detail, we'll start right away from the bat. And the first one is silence. So what is silence? It's, quiet. It's like at a library. It's silence, right? Or it's, prayer and meditation, stillness. It's all of this. It's kind of sitting in that quiet and just letting yourself be like first thing in the morning. So some people I know connect this with their dreams. They wake up, they think about their dreams. And what I'm currently doing is I'm just doing it as a meditative method where I just sit and I do a meditation that I'm accustomed to doing with a really cool healing method that, I'll probably have videos on here that you can look at about it, but just any sort of meditation that you have, that you've done, that you want to do, just follow that. Whether it's like a stillness exercise or just like, thinking about things you're grateful for, is your thing. So that is your silence. And that's the first one. And then the next one is affirmations. So what is an affirmation? Well, pretty sure when you look up the definition, it says something like something that helps affirm things. So something that creates more solidity, is that a word? Making things more real, bringing things to mind, right? Like when you say an affirmation, an image comes to mind. When you say anything, an image usually comes to mind, right? As long as you're paying attention to what you're saying. And there's different things. There's different types of, types of affirmations you could do. Whether they're an affirmation that's just like, I'm feeling good, today is great, I don't know. Actually, you know what? Right here, I love you. I love you is an affirmation. Thank you is an affirmation. Different mantras are different types of affirmations, right? So there's that sort of affirmation. Or you could also, and you should, create an affirmation for like a major goal you want to achieve. And the best way to do it is and I'm actually doing this right now, evolving it. And you create, write down whatever your goal is, and then you put the why behind it, right? The how you're going to do it, and the frequency of the things you want to do. And now that's the best method, I guess, but also you don't need to do that. Sometimes I'm just journaling, and in fact, my first thing that I do right after is not the affirmations, but I scribe first. I journal, and I will write the things that come to mind, just the ways that I want to live my life. So it's just like, I am enjoying my day by following an awesome morning routine and acting through, and I just write what comes to mind. But always afterwards, after I journal, and sometimes I'll journal my dreams, sometimes I'll journal my all those things that come to mind of how I want to do my day. Sometimes I just do goals that haven't been achieved yet, goals that I am currently doing every single day or right now. And so I'll do that, and then I'll use those as affirmations, and then I'll also read my affirmations that I've written that have that what, why, how, and frequency of it, so that you can achieve anything that it is that you want to achieve, right? So you can look further into that. Awesome. We've got silence and affirmations out of the way. I hinted a little bit at the journaling and scribing. But what's the next thing? Visualization. Visualization is so important. It is crazy because, like we just said, when you say stuff and you're actually listening to yourself or hearing it, an image usually comes to mind, right? You're either just like looking at the stuff that's, in front of you, or like an image actually comes to mind. Like when you're having a conversation with someone or dialoguing, debating, whatever, you're using your brain and thinking, right? Your brain and mind, your mind. And that is visualization. And it is important to, imagine things that you enjoy, right? So you can just be in space and be enjoying it, have your emotions, good emotions, but also that visualizing thing. And most actors, like, who's that guy that I love that plays Wolverine, Logan, right? Whatever his name is, he has mentioned that he does this like every morning or something. He'll do like an hour kind of meditation visualization thing, and that's a particular type, not necessarily what I do, but just very important for successful people, right? For you achieving your goals. Visualization, super awesome. Not just imagining the goal that you want, but also imagining the processes. And this is the key aspect right here. You got to imagine the processes of doing it. And really, once you do this full thing, and what I've realized after doing it for, once you get in the flow, and you really got to do it every single day. That's what it compounds. That's why it exponentializes you achieving your goals. You can not do it every day, but you really should start doing it every single day. And don't just visualize, that final goal in mind, but really imagine the processes that you need to do to get there. And at the beginning, especially if you don't have any like awesome goals or aren't certain what your passion is or what you're, trying to really achieve in life, what'll give you more fulfillment, you should just and what I recommend is if you just kind of start with doing this routine every single day, because it'll help amplify, figuring out who you are and what you want to do, you will start to just imagine doing things that you don't necessarily like to do, and just imagine doing them in a good manner. So, for instance, today, what I do oftentimes when I visualize, I'll think of processes, and sometimes my exercise is tough. I don't necessarily love doing exercise right in the morning. So I'll imagine like enjoying my exercise. And let me tell you, when you do that, you'll start doing your exercises and you'll be like, whoa, this is fun. And you'll feel the emotion of just gratitude and love more, right? So visualization, important, right? Next, exercise. You can do these in any order, like I mentioned, but since it's that word, the next letter in Savers spelled out is E for exercise. Anything you want to do for exercise. Some people just jump up out of bed. They wake up, they're like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get out of bed, jump out, go for a walk, go for a jog. They'll just be in their kind of like workout shorts or whatever, their morning their underwear and they throw out some shorts and just go out for a run. You want to activate your body. I choose to do mine at the end or somewhere towards the end, depending on how I'm filling it out for that day, and then I'll shower afterwards, right? So wherever you want to do it, but exercise, maybe yoga, and connect with your breath work, which really helps amplify, the other things like the stillness or silence, right? And the affirmations, becoming more, whole in who you want to be and fulfilling, having different fulfillments, right? But it could just be just as easy as downloading one of these free apps that's like lose weight 30 days or yoga for 30 days or, whatever, do awesome push-ups for 30 days and just do it for a few minutes, for 10 minutes, for 30 minutes. I don't know what you want to do, but definitely do it right in the morning, and you want to exercise because you want to be waking up, not just your body in the physical mode, not just in the, kind of like spiritual mode, which kind of like the meditation stuff does too, right? But also the mental mode, which brings me to, exercise is easy, right? Just simple. Activate the body. Anything you want to do. And don't overstrain yourself. So be wary. But do anything. You can do it. Even walking, like I said. Do it every morning. Mental, boom, reading. You're doing all the mental stuff from, scribing and affirmations and whatnot, but reading. Read a good book. Not just like good, exciting, but something that maybe you should read, both types of books, fiction, nonfiction, all sorts of things, right? But what I recommend, especially in the morning, is a book that is helping you achieve something further in what you want to achieve. So whatever your niche is in your business or something you want to, maybe a passion or a hobby you might have, maybe a hobby you want to grow to something, maybe just anything that seems like it's like really good stuff. Maybe something by some philosopher. Maybe like a holy book if you practice religion. There's all sorts of great books with good knowledge and information. Pick one up, read a little bit every single day. Getting into a little bit of my routine. I do 10, 11 minutes, implementing more reading throughout the day. But in the morning, I just want to knock out like 5 pages to get my brain kind of going. And I also read something, I read a book called The Greatest Salesman in the World, and it has something called the scrolls in there, and it's this method that you can do, and gladly tell you more about that. The thing is, though, that there's a scroll that you read every single morning, afternoon, and night, so it's a perfect thing to read in the morning, and it brings me to the journaling, the scribing, which I've touched on, but here you should journal every day, and I think the importance of it is really like the creation aspect, kind of you realizing you're creating something, even if it's just words that are being affirmed from what's coming to mind, like free stream exercise, or maybe writing your dreams down in a dream journal and kind of gathering some sense from there. God bless you. And also just enjoying yourself, and that's kind of what I do. The first thing that I do right after my meditation is I start journaling the things that are coming to mind that I am affirming in my life. Basically, these processes that I do every day that I want to enjoy and do more of. And it's helped me get clear with my ideal, my like kind of main goal in life, right? And this is what I shared with you. My ideal is to help people heal and become more whole. Spoiler alert, I'm not a doctor, so I'm not going to give you any medicine or prescriptions necessarily. But I'm doing this for the purpose of helping people achieve more of their goals, because I think people, like even me, when I have more things to achieve, I feel more fulfilled, and while following their passions. So if you want to, maybe you don't know what you're passionate about, or you don't have any goals, or maybe you don't feel fulfilled, or maybe you need some sort of healing. I don't know what it is. There's different diseases in the world. Feel free to connect with me down here. I'd love to do a one-on-one with you and just help you learn something more or gain greater clarity in your life, because really people working together and dialoguing, discoursing helps benefit both of the people, as well as just help helps your like kind of self come out more, or in greater clarity, understanding, because you're able to share the words, right? So feel free to connect with me there. And I told you, if you came to the end, I told you my little secret one that I've been doing every single day for quite some time now, of this specific. Well, I guess I do kind of mix it up every single day, but for the most part, I start with a meditation. Sometimes I do it outside. Sometimes I do it inside. Outside's nice when the sun like hits you. Is really great. It gives you a little bit extra, vitamin D and energy, right? A little boost of immunity. That's good. And then I go straight into my journaling, which I talked about, and I touch on my dreams if I remember them right away, and on key learning points that I have, as well as these processes that I affirm, and I write down my goals. In fact, Jim Rohn says if you write down your goals every day, this one thing every single day will help you literally achieve them. If you just write down your goals every single day, you'll find out 5-10 years from now, you pick that up. Wow, a lot of these things were achieved, maybe all of them. And definitely try to become more truthful with yourself in your writing. I think that's just what writing does. You just kind of realize more of what you really want. Your goals will develop. You realize every day writing it. So after that, I do I'll read all my affirmations, the ones that I've done before. I'll read what I wrote that day, because I'm affirming it, just the realism that it is there. And I have a few that I've gotten from different leaders and mentors that I follow that are awesome. So read those. And then after that, for me, the time frame kind of matters, but the meditation, I wanted to stick with like a around 20-minute point, because I realized in my past that it's benefited me a lot. And the other ones just kind of, it depends on the time frame, right? And then visualization right after. That one is sometimes tougher for me, so I have committed to doing 11 minutes. I started with very little minutes at the beginning because I just didn't know how to do it, but as I mentioned, you just kind of imagine more of your processes and enjoy, just put a feeling of like goodness and gratitude behind doing those processes that will help you achieve your goals, right? And so I do that for about 11 minutes. And then after visualization, I jump into something that I mentioned, the scrolls that I read, which those are from The Greatest Salesman in the World, because it is an amazing book, and it teaches really awesome lessons in it. Highly recommend reading that book. And yeah. And then I do something called a mirror exercise, or a concentration exercise. Ultimately, there's different things to this, but I'll probably share it another time. Won't go into it. It's a little 10-minute exercise, but it's a concentration exercise because I feel meditation and concentration help ground me in my whole self and the things that I want to achieve. And then is it exercise yet? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I end with exercise then. And I have realized that I used to do exercise for like an hour of yoga. I used to do this sort of thing often, sometimes for weeks, at a time. A month and a half is like the most that I ever did, like back to back to back. And then I moved into like a different routine of exercise, but I used to do it for an hour. And I realized I love yoga. It's this great connection with the breath. It helps me grow my intuition because I help myself kind of connect more intuitively with my breath, which puts me on a harmonious pattern, which is, I think, really in tune with my whole ideal and, how I want to help others. And I like to do a little bit of yoga. So today, for instance, I started with a 5-minute yoga routine because it helps like kind of really get the stretches out. And then I jumped into my little app, my morning app that I do every day, which is a 10 to 20 minute exercise depending on the day, to help me achieve my physical goals. And, that's pretty much that. Last part of my super bonus thing. I like to take a shower, like I said, afterwards. I finish it with a cold shower, and I affirm some of my top goals and affirmations in a cold shower. Not sure if you ever looked into that. Super interesting, super awesome. But once again, thank you so much for listening. My name's Tommy. T stands for thank you for listening. I appreciate you. And if you want to connect with me, I'd love to help you gain a little bit more clarity. Like I said, my ideal is helping people become more whole, fulfilled, and just heal. If there's some sort of healing that you need, if there's a disease in your life, maybe I'll be able to help. Like I said, I'm not an actual doctor, but I'd love to help if you're connecting here, because I like to help people achieve their goals while following their passions. Connect with me down below. I'd love to have you continue doing this exponentialized to achieve your goals morning routine. I'd like you to start today or tomorrow immediately and just continue doing it every day. Mine takes some time because I've developed it that way, but you can do it in 6 minutes, in 20 minutes. Maybe you just got a half an hour, maybe you got 10 minutes. Easy. You can grow it any way you want. Start with all 6 of these: the silence, the affirmations, the visualization, the exercise, the reading, the scribing or journaling, right? Do it every day and build up the things you love. Short little breath work for 1 minute. Speak a mantra affirmation for 1 minute. Visualize your goal for another minute. Exercise, do push-ups or, high knees for a minute. Read for 1 minute, and then just journal what you learned for 1 minute. That's 6 minutes, and this will exponentialize your achievement of achieving your goals, right? The speed at which you get them. So start as soon as possible. Connect with me if you think I might be able to help you. I appreciate you. Thanks for listening. I'm not certain if this recorded. There we go.